welcome to the Slow Burn Podcast, episode 22. I am one of your cozy co-hosts, Patrick from Nintentalk, and like always, joined by the cozy queens, Min. Hello, hello.
Hi. We just started the show and I accidentally left the call. It was really a total accident.
Professional.
Pat thinks I'm a prankster.
You
Oh
are.
my gosh. Yeah. But hello, everyone. It's Min from Min's Meadow. And I'm just happy to be here as always. Peyton, how are you?
Oh, I'm great. No, that was the best way to start the show. Literally, Pat took a breath and Min hung up the phone call and well, it's like you're in Japan again. We gotta vamp just the two of us, and I don't want to do that. But hi, everyone. It's Peyton. What? You didn't want to do that either.
I thought it was a good show.
I thought it was a good show too. Anyway, hi everyone. This is Peyton of Payton'sCorner. That's Peyton with an A, not Peyton with an E. You know, the other night, I had someone talk to me on the phone because my full-time job is I work customer service, and I tend not to give them my name because it starts a conversation. Every time, either they don't know what name I'm saying, or like this guy who I talked to the other night, he talked to me for like a solid 20 minutes about how Peyton was the best name ever. So,
So
Shout
it
out.
was a good thing you brought it up.
It was a great, it was very validating. He was like, Peyton is the best name. I almost named my daughter that, but then I didn't. But I should have. Talking to you now, I feel like I should have. And I was like, okay.
Did anyone ever
Weird.
try to like shoot their shot over the phone?
This guy was a little weird with me, to be honest. He was a little, because then he was like trying to sell me like a business. Because, okay, so I work customer service for Broadway. So I work for a Broadway ticket thing. And so he was like trying to like sell me on a different job because he used to like put up Broadway advertising. And he was like going on about like, yeah, I can help you change your life. And I don't know, he was just giving me too many compliments. And he was like, your voice just sounds so like, you just seem like such a great person. And I'm over here like, hey, can I help you with any questions you have about your ticket order? Like, I'm like, what?
So wicked.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, so Wick, yeah. Anyway, what Broadway shows would you recommend? And I was like, well, what do you like? And it was a whole thing. Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was
Glad to be
common or
here.
not. Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome in to you, the listener. There's a lot of places you can.
One singular listener.
Just one listener.
Just that's it.
It's a private show. You can check us out in lots of places, including our YouTube channel, at slowburncast over on YouTube. Go check out our videos. Check out our lovely comments. We're getting some lovely comments from people.
From our one listener.
Yeah.
Yay!
One comment, one view. So pretty good.
Yeah.
Every single month we do a side quest game. It is our version of a cozy game book club type thing. This month's game is called Linked Banner of the Spark. And you can buy that game right now. I played a little bit of it. And at the end of the month, we will be going over it. I think it's cool.
I was just going to make a joke. I was like, have we all started playing it yet?
I think it's
But
cool.
you have.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
It's kind of a nice gameplay loop. It's like part combat, roguelike, and then you go back to your like little area and do some cozy things. I think it's a nice time. You can also check us out over on Patreon, patreon.com/slowburncast. As little as $5 a month, you can support the channel or join for free. And vote on polls.
Yeah.
Check out the discussions.
We have a new selling point on the Patreon. We start every afterburn or after show with a little song, and Pat sang everyone's worries away with his "Don't Worry About It" song. So I thought that was amazing. Pat.
You got to pay
Good
for
job.
that though. That's premium.
Yeah.
You
stuff right
single-handedly healed the world with that one little
That little
one
song
little phrase.
really
Yeah.
healed everyone.
there. But I feel like we
Yeah.
don't talk about it enough. But if you're listening, every single episode we have an after show. It's literally between, I don't know, it's usually like 40 minutes of us just kind of like going over the show, how we liked it, and then some bonus topics. So check
And
it
then
out.
being really silly. Yeah.
Yeah, we've gotten we got off the rails, like never forget. Was it last year when we had a whole afterburn about poop crews?
Oh yeah.
that was iconic. That was probably the best thing any of us have ever put out on the internet. So crazy if you're not already listening to it.
Yeah.
I sing to you. Min laughs the whole time. Peyton talks about weird documentaries.
I
Oh,
actually
it's a good
have
listen.
a weird documentary to talk about today.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
We'll save that.
Yeah, we
then.
do
Unironically.
impressions of groundhogs.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's true.
Good.
One time we shared baby photos with each other too, which was fun.
You know what wasn't fun was the recent partner direct. Thank you for that, Peyton. Nintendo. There was a rumored direct, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's just a general direct. We're gonna get lots of Nintendo games." Well, it turned out to be a partner direct, and I guess we're gonna talk about it. I mean, spoiler alert.
we've got
I don't
so
think any
much
of us.
to talk about.
I have so
Thought it
many
was
things to
great.
say about it. Yeah.
I mean, I think we could start with grades this time. Then we'll go into it. Like.
Yeah.
Me personally, and I like to see the good in everything. I feel like it was a D.
Yeah.
I feel like it was really
Is
bad.
D the lowest or is F the lowest?
I mean, F is the lowest, but
Oh, okay.
are you at an F?
No, yeah, I mean, okay, here's
Okay.
the thing. Listen, and I said this when I reacted to it. I was like, not everything in this world is about me. This direct was not about me. But my question was, I was like, okay, so obviously this is not stuff for me. I was like, but do the people care? Like, are there people that are excited? And the general consensus was, not really. Like, a lot of the things people already knew about. So I had people who were like excited about the like Resident Evil game. And I was like, oh, cool. So is this like really cool to see? And they're like, well, we know about it already. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Man,
So,
where were
yeah.
you at with it?
Well, there was 33 games, and
Oh, wow. I mean, that sounds amazing, right? But like,
yeah, so I'm at a 0.03. I just did the math because there was only one game. I was like, oh,
so you're at an F.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll go over like
Yeah.
some of the announcements. My main thing is like, yeah, the Switch needs third-party games. Obviously, you can't just have Marios and stuff like that. Like, prime example was the Wii U. The Wii U only, like, besides the first year, only had Nintendo games. And I think that was like a big part of its like downfall. But the problem with these games is that even the biggest announcements, like the last announcement where Bethesda came out and they're like, you have Fallout 4, you have Indiana Jones, and you have Oblivion. Those games have been out for years,
Yeah.
and you can get them on like the PS5 or Xbox for like $10 or $15, and they'll play way better than a $60 version on Switch too. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like a lot of these announcements were fine. It's cool to see some of these games like, you know, you can play them portably, but if you have another system, why would you, I mean, besides playing it portably, why would you get these versions?
It took me back because in 2016, my ex-boyfriend, all he did was play Fallout 4. And that's the one that has existed this amount of time,
And
right?
Peyton, what year was that again?
2016?
Yeah, exactly. It's freaking 10 years ago, dude.
All he used to do was play Fallout 4, and he used to write Fallout 4 fan fiction.
Oh.
And he would make me read him his own Fallout fan fiction
The best.
every single day. And
Nice.
On
I
a
now,
spice
whenever,
level, 1 to 10, how spicy was it?
nothing. Zero
Oh.
spice. There was I don't
Whoa,
recall
so-
them. I don't even recall like romance happening. It was just about like the lore. He was taking it so seriously. It was so weird because like he was a year older than me, so like he was in college and I was in high school. And so we would FaceTime every night, and every single night he would make me read him pages of his Fallout fan fiction.
What?
And I was like, I would rather just like talk, like tell me about your class today. No. So whenever
you
I
read
see
it?
any, I read it out loud to him. Like I read it.
Crazy.
He would make me read it out loud to him.
Did that like get him
every
going
night.
or what?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. And I told him, I was like, I'm going to be so for real. Like, I'm not really paying attention to like what's going on. I kind of just want to like talk to you. And he was so mean to me. He like forced me to read it to him every night.
No, read it.
Yeah, he was like, no, I need you to read it. And he was like, I'm not going to tell you that I love you until you read me. But
wow. So we dated the same person. I'm kidding.
Yeah. It ended up.
So you're not playing it, is what you're telling us.
And so that's what I said. People are like, you might like Fallout. And I was like, I can't. Just for the principle. Even like the Fallout TV show, I'm like, I'm sure it's great, but it takes me back to a place I don't need to be. Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess we can go over some stuff. Like, you know, we have the trailer here with timestamps. Orbitals looks cool. It's not my type of game. It's like Split. What is it called?
Split Fiction?
It's like, yeah, Take Two or whatever.
Yeah, I love the aesthetic of this. Like, it's like a 90s anime. You know, you have like the split screen stuff. These types of games don't do anything for me, but like if I were to play one, this is good. So that, I mean, that started off with that.
That was the only one
too.
that I was interested in at all. And I'm like, oh, maybe like my husband would play that game with me. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I don't really play co-op.
So that was kind of, you know, a good one. Actually, the next one, Paranormosite, kind of gave me like another Code vibes.
That was with Is that the Murder Mystery Mermaid one or no?
Yeah.
Is that the other? Right.
Yeah, where you're like swimming and stuff. I don't know. That could be a time.
It's giving like when I was a kid and I would go in the pool and we would play mermaids, but then we needed spice, so we'd like put in a murder element. Yeah.
Tokyo Scramble, it's kind of like a survival horror game where you're like running away from dinosaurs.
That game looked terrifying.
Yeah.
Like that was a game that I was like, I would play this for like a charity stream goal that's like, if we raise this amount of money for charity, that would be a funny scary dino game. But otherwise, I'm good.
I know nothing about this game. I've heard of it, but Valheim. It's kind of like
the Viking one.
Yeah, like it's weird graphics, but like you're base building, and it's like a co-op sort of open-ended game where you're like crafting, and I don't know that.
Oh, that did look kind of interesting. Wasn't it look old, though? It looked really old to me, but it looked good.
It's on purpose, but it's like, yeah, there's like base building and like that could be a fun time with people.
Yeah, so then my rating went up from 0.03 to 0.05. So yeah, that one looks pretty good.
Hollow Knight got a Switch 2 version, which fine. I mean, I don't think it really needs it, but they showed The Adventures of Elliot.
You skipped the soccer game.
There was an anime soccer game.
E-football.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There were two soccer games.
Yeah, I mean, those looked pretty trash garbage. Adventures of Elliot? I think we talked about this one.
You
don't like
yes.
That?
This one looks so good.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think. This was the only... But this wasn't... We got the release date in this.
Yeah, we'd already known about this one. And there's a demo.
Yeah. This one I think looks cool. I don't know if I would necessarily call it a cozy game, but it definitely is one that I am interested in. I've never played their other games. These are the Octopath people, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, because the games look the same to me, but different. This one I'm excited for because I've wanted to kind of try those games out, but I feel like overwhelmed. So I don't know. This one was cool, but because we already had known about it, I wasn't like, and we had known about it from another direct, so I wasn't like, oh my God.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, oh, there's that game again. Like it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Bomberman collection, which I actually bought. I like Bomberman a lot, and it's a collection of like 5 or 6 Bomberman, or no, I think it's like 7 Bomberman games. I don't know. It's just like a retro collection, so whatever. I'm kind of skipping around. I mean,
Don't you dare skip Pragmata.
okay, let's talk about it. Pragmata.
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 Don't you dare
or
skip
Prag-
Pragmata.
Pragmata or Pragmata. I don't know how you say it. This game gave me the chills
Oh.
because it is in a not good way. This game is about an AI little girl who teams up with this dude, and respectfully, the little girl looks like Megan.
Yes,
to
she
me.
does.
I was like, are we friends with Megan? Is Megan gonna be good? And I was like, I don't, like AI is already just like pushing its way into all the areas of my life. I don't know. I know we're like fighting the AI, but then we're also gonna be friends with the AI. I just thought this game was that's Megan. This is a Megan video game.
To be
Yeah,
fair, it
I'm not-
looks good. I just don't know if I would play this kind of game on Switch. It's a
Yeah.
tough
So
sell.
odd. It's like doing puzzles during combat kind of thing.
Yeah. But that was
Yeah.
I mean, that was a big release. Like that game only showed up in the Game Awards, and then, now we're seeing it again. Or a lot of people are seeing it again because some people don't watch that. Turok Origins. Turok is kind of like an old, again, dinosaur vibes. Turok is like an old sort of franchise that was on like N64 and stuff. But this is kind of like a co-op. Like you and your friends go into this world and you like kill dinosaurs and stuff. Again, not cozy,
Oh.
but
I want to be friends with the dinosaurs.
I know. They were shooting them and they were angry and it made me sad.
Yeah.
I will say they did show Monster Hunter Stories 3. And this is a game that I'm like very interested in playing. There's a demo out right now, and from what I'm hearing, like even the Switch version is good. So yeah, it's like a kind of an open world turn-based RPG kind of thing, but very like Pokemon vibes because you're like collecting these monsters and stuff. It's a spin-off of Monster Hunter. That was
This
cool
is
to
one
see.
of the only games that like visually, I'm realizing the Patreons can see me too. I'm not looking at my phone for fun. I'm watching the trailers. But this one like visually looks good to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big one of those people that's like, oh no, the graphics all the time. But I felt like a lot of these games looked like trash with how they were running. This one doesn't though. This one kind of looks like a cinematic masterpiece to me.
Yeah, this kind of
Low-key.
impressed me. Again, not super cozy for our audience.
No.
There was Reanimal, which is kind of like Little Nightmares in a way, where you're like running away
Yeah.
from these like monster things. That was already on the eShop, so I don't really know why we saw it.
Min, how did you feel about that spider creature in that?
No.
So yeah, that was Reanimal. We're gonna stop at this one because this this was in like the sizzle reel. But Disney Dreamlight Valley is getting a Switch 2 version coming out March 25th. And
Oh my God!
yeah, I mean, we're reaching here, but kind of crazy that it took so long, but we do have some info on what this Switch 2 version is. First of all, I was right. People were telling me I'm crazy, but there's no purchase necessary if you own DDV. I think
Well,
that's
that's
huge.
good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It
I'm
should
shocked
be
by that.
Me too. I'm shocked that they didn't do Nintendo Switch version for this amount of dollars, and then you get these exclusive items that you
And then
couldn't
they
get
never
anywhere
give you the
else.
items for 5 years.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, don't worry. It's like, these are only for this, but then they give them to everybody later.
So we have some info about what this Switch 2 version is going to add. Yeah, no purchase necessary if you already own the game on Switch. Increased item limit to 6,000. I don't know what that means. Like
I do.
inventory?
Yes. But for decorating too, because one of the big problems with Disney Dreamlight Valley
Oh.
on Switch was there was the Disney Dreamlight Valley players can correct me if I'm wrong, but what I recall from when I first played the game was people let me know, they're like, just so you know, there's going to be a cap on how many items you can have. On the Switch version, which is going to make your decorating really tough, you should get the PC version because I don't know if there's just no cap or it's higher, but there's been a pretty annoying limit for your decoration purposes in most of the game. I would argue a lot of it is a lot of people like to decorate. So this is good.
Do you know what the old limit was or no?
No, but I remember it being like very small. Very small for a game like this where it's like their whole thing is they keep putting out new items and new characters.
Yeah. So that's good.
The people were mad about the... So this is good, it seems.
Yeah. So that's now at 6,000. Let us know what the old one was. I don't know how like much improved that is. Improved frame rates, resolution, and faster load times. So it needed it, dude. You probably have a lot of Switch players, and like it's a free upgrade. Seems good. Anyone here gonna check it out again?
I mean, that was good that they did that.
Oh yeah.
It was the first time I felt excited seeing about this game because there was
absolutely
no other cozy games mentioned in this whole thing.
Yeah. I'm good, but you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad for the people who have owned this game on Switch because it seems like as they've done so many updates, a lot of people have still said, yikes, the Switch version still needs a lot of work. So I hope that addresses that for the players who have been suffering on the Switch version, it seems. So, yeah, this is a good thing. I'm glad it's not any extra money, too.
Yeah. You know, when I stream, I say a lot of things, and I did promise. I said if they come out with a Switch 2 version, I'll check it out again.
You like Disney Dreamlight Valley.
It's not terrible. I don't really see. It's like, okay, here we go. It's like vanilla ice cream. It's fine.
I love vanilla.
It's cold. It'll do the job that you want, but I'm not gonna. There's other ice creams out there that are better. Chocolate, cookie dough.
Wait, you think plain chocolate ice cream is better than plain vanilla ice cream?
Yes.
That's incorrect.
Nope.
Yep.
Cookie dough is better.
Cookie dough is the best ice cream flavor.
Moose tracks. I don't even know what a moose track is.
Oftentimes, cookie dough is literally vanilla with bites of cookie dough in it.
Which is better.
Yeah, but regular chocolate ice cream, no. What do you think, man?
What's better, vanilla or chocolate?
Yeah. The
like,
hard-hitting question. She's like, these children.
You know what? I actually am a vanilla. I like vanilla with.
Oh my god!
But
so
this
you'll
is what
love
I
this
do.
game.
I buy, I buy the that hard shell topping that you can like put on top.
That crap.
And I basically put the entire bottle, half of the bottle on it, and yes, I eat it like that. It's so good. But like chocolate, I don't know. It's nothing wrong with it. It's just sometimes they have to do it right. I do like chocolate marshmallow though.
Mm-hmm. The chocolate, here's the thing. I'm a chocolate person, but chocolate ice cream, it needs to have other things in it to be good. It by itself is not the thing. If you put in some like brownie bites, hell yeah. But if it's just the chocolate, because like my brother hates chocolate, but he loves chocolate ice cream. They're different things.
Interesting. Coffee ice cream is better.
I agree.
Yeah.
Coffee ice cream and cookie dough are the best.
So yeah, Disney Dreamlight Valley is a nice scoop of vanilla ice cream.
With no toppings.
No toppings.
No sprinkles.
You know?
No.
Maybe in like a Mickey,
so mad at us.
A Mickey cup or something. I don't know.
They're bringing Lady and the Tramp to the game, though. Did you guys see? You saw that?
Okay, so they added sprinkles.
Yeah, and the girl's dog in the trailer looked like my dog, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh.
I still won't play, but I'm happy.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. That's cool though.
Me either. I don't remember anything.
Party.
Yeah, at our slumber party. The only thing I remember from Lady and the Tramp is the spaghetti. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they eat spaghetti together, and
they do.
We won't
and he
spoil
like
it.
nudges the.
We won't spoil
it. He nudges the meatball at her, like, no, you have the meatball.
No,
That's all I remember. No, you.
So that'll be out March 25th. Let us know if you're excited for that. I think it's like, yeah, finally you did it.
And let us know what was more interesting to listen to, us talk about ice cream or us talk about this Nintendo Direct.
What else do we have here? We got golf. We got...
Oh, there's still more?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
There was this like deck builder
golf.
game. Any interest in that, Peyton?
Which I don't even remember. I shot the trailer because I thought we were done. What is it?
Coldcept Begins.
I think I vaguely remember seeing cards, and I was
done.
like, oh, yeah, I was Coldcept.
It's like part card battler, part like board game type thing. I don't know. It was in the sizzle reel. I like a sizzle reel, but like don't put games that need some time to explain in there. But
Yeah. No, okay. I remember this one. I love a deck builder. I wasn't like super vibing with it though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. What about Goat Simulator 3?
Goat Simulator 3. I actually played the Goat Simulator games. They're fine, but this is another one where
fun.
These are like a couple dollars on every other system, and then full price on this one. Tales of Arise. I know people like that game quite a bit. And then we have Resident Evil, and then the 3 Bethesda games. So again, it's like, I'm sure people are excited. Like if you only own a Switch, you're probably excited about some of these, but if you own any other console, you could have bought all these games for way less and better performance. So
you could have finished your Fallout 4 fan fiction by now.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. So I don't know. There's rumors of another possible direct coming soon. You got the Pokemon Day, which they'll have their own direct. So like, it's not like there's nothing to play. I just feel like the Switch needs a little something.
Yeah, I feel like I saw people across the board not very happy with this one. Like, again, I think like when I go into a Nintendo Direct, I'm sure you guys feel this way too. This is not a cozy game showcase where every game is it's not like the wholesome Direct. So you kind of go in with the mindset of like, all right, there might not be most of the games are probably not going to be this genre. There'll be a few maybe. But I feel like even the non-cozy gamers, I feel like I just saw people on Twitter, but Twitter don't listen to anything anyone says.
Yeah.
I think people are just disappointed all around. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then everyone immediately were like, well, this means Nintendo's going to have their next Direct really soon. For sure.
My uncle told me.
Yeah.
But.
And he's reliable.
Sort of follow up that, I think we've done similar polls to this, but it's been a little bit. So we asked you over on Patreon, which again, you can join patreon.com/slowburncast. You can join for free. And every week we have either a discussion or a poll. This week we have a poll. We said, at this moment right now, would you recommend someone buy the Nintendo Switch 2? What games would you recommend? Is it good for a cozy gamer? And on the other side, why not? So we gave you guys an option. Yes, I would recommend getting one. I'd probably hold off. No, not worth it yet. Or I don't even own one. So 22% said, yeah, I'd recommend getting one. 26% said I would hold off. 8% say nope. And 45% said they don't even have one. I will throw it over to Min, because I have my answer. Would you recommend someone at this point in time buy a Switch 2?
No. This is tough. I mean, probably not. Probably not. It depends what games they'd want to play. But if I'm thinking of like someone who wants to get into cozy gaming, you know what? It just depends on the. I would recommend it maybe. This is tough because I'm trying to think, who am I talking to?
This has been a journey, man.
Yeah, this is a journey.
No, yes, but
maybe.
So, yeah,
depends on the weather.
Okay, somebody who's just getting into cozy gaming, yes, because like, you know, they can play Animal Crossing. They can play a lot of cozy games that were on there, like Moonstone Island and stuff like that. There's like a lot of good stuff still, but for And I feel like getting into Steam Deck might be a little. I think just Nintendo's just so easy. It's just there, you buy it, you play it. It's controller support, blah blah blah. Where Steam Deck is a little more intense and like things like that. Would I recommend it for someone who has been in the cozy gaming space? They have other ways to play games and so, no, I wouldn't, because you can get all these games on your computer. You could play all like on your laptop, most of them. Yeah, it's through Steam. So it's like, why would you even get one? So I'm a mixed bag on it, depending on who the person is. I don't hate Nintendo Switch 2, but I definitely feel like until Pokopia comes out, I don't know what to tell you to play unless, yeah, if you've already played like Animal Crossing and stuff and Stardew and yeah, I don't know. I'm mixed on this.
Yeah. Yeah, Pat just muted himself, so I think that I don't know if the cops are after him or like what's going on, but I'm going to assume you were going to throw it to me next. Yeah, I think very that. I think very that, Min. I agree with you. Like, if this is your only console, then yeah, for sure. Why not, right? For fun, like, I'm sure it's going to be good, and I'm sure the two of you who have purchased it, even though there haven't been so many hits, I'm presuming you don't regret your purchase. Me, as the one here who didn't buy the Switch 2 and wasn't going to, I think, because I was given mine by Nintendo, shout out, I appreciate it. I made a whole thing where I was like, I'm not going to get the Switch 2 until I think there are games for me. And I think, had I not been given the Switch 2 by Nintendo, I don't know what I would have been doing at this point. And I wonder if a lot of the listeners are in the same boat right now, where Pokopia is the only game that is Switch 2 exclusive, that is upcoming, that is piquing my interest, but we still don't know enough about it that I think I would even be like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to get the Switch 2 so that I can play Pokopia. I think that I would be like, let me wait for Pokopia to be out for like a week before I see if I'm going to get the Switch 2. But I actually said, I remember to vote in this poll, and I did say no because, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it yet. For me, and for the context of the Cozy Gaming podcast, I don't think that there are that many cozy games that you can't play elsewhere. But I think Min put it so good that, like, for a lot of people, this might be their only console. And if that's the case, absolutely. But if you're someone who has a PC, is a PC player, I don't think you need this yet.
And I think we have to throw it out there, too. Like, if you already have a Nintendo Switch 1, you probably don't really need to upgrade. I mean, most of the Animal Crossing update is on there. So it's up to when Pokopia or other good games that you're interested are coming. So, what about you, Patrick?
Yeah, I wanted to throw this out here because I see this question so much, like, oh, Switch 2's been out and there's like not a ton of stuff on there, but like I feel the opposite of what Min just said. I feel like if you have a Switch 1 and you have a lot of games, this is honestly a no-brain buy. Like, revisiting your older Switch games, like, they all perform better. Whether it's just something small like load times, what really you'll notice is like some Switch games have an uncapped frame rate. So like to make them run smooth, on the Switch, they'll kind of like fluctuate the frame rate. So they'll go from like 30 frames to like 25 frames to 35 frames. Every single uncapped frame rate game on Switch 1 runs at 60 on Switch 2, which is night and day. 30 to 60 is like night and day. I still feel like Nintendo needs to do more with exclusives, and like this third-party direct, I don't think moved the needle. I don't think anyone that saw this third-party direct was like, oh, I'm going to Fallout. Oh my God, I got to get a Switch 2. But I just think like, I don't know. I kind of think it's a good buy. If you don't have a Switch 1 and you've never like purchased anything like that and you only have a PC, it's a little more of a tougher sell unless you like portable gaming, but I don't know. This year, there's going to be a lot of games that come out exclusively for Switch 2 that you're going to be like,
Like what? Like what?
Pokopia, Starsand
That's it.
Island.
Yeah, Starsand Island.
Is Starsand Island not coming to Switch 1?
No, I think it's
Well,
Switch 2.
They said Nintendo Switch 2 in like their breakdown. They didn't say Nintendo Switch.
And I think
That is interesting.
even if Starsand comes to Switch 1, and by the way, we have a whole topic about Starsand Island today. I think if it does come to Switch 1, it's probably going to suffer. I mean,
Yeah.
so I think there's just going to be more and more games, and they're going to release more and more Switch 2 versions of games, and you're going to start seeing a lot of these big cozy games like exclusive to Switch 2. I think there'll be What's that?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I was going to say, is that Yoshi game Switch 2 exclusive that's coming out?
That's Switch
that
2
game
exclusive.
does look cute.
Yeah.
Nintendo is going to be very Nintendo going forward. Like, I think Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven are like the only confirmed Switch 1 first party games like left. I think if you want Mario's, if you want whatever, you're going to have to get a Switch 2. But I think companies like Marvelous, like putting out Story of Seasons and stuff, they're probably going to still release Switch 1 versions. But again, you know, we've seen the differences. Like Grand Bazaar on Switch 1 versus Switch 2 is a big difference. So
Yeah.
I think you're going to want one. I really do. I was reading a comment. I lost it. This is an interesting take. Kimbers over on Patreon says, I bought mine at launch because given tariffs and inflation, this is likely to be the lowest price for it the next few years. If someone can afford it, you might as well. Once a new Animal Crossing is announced, it could be hard to get one, or the price could increase. Getting it now is insurance against the future. I mean, we're not trying to scare you, but like I kind of agree with that. Yeah. Any more comments you guys want to? I mean, there's literally a ton of comments.
There's a
From
lot.
our one listener, yeah.
No, there's a lot. And you know what? A lot of people I feel like are giving other questions like in their response. So like I found this one from Astrid said depends on multiple factors. How old is your Switch 1? How many unplayed games are on there? If your Switch 1 is like pre-pandemic, it's pretty decent upgrade and definitely worth it. If you have a Switch 1 OLED, I'd just wait, and especially depending on how many unplayed games you already have. Sure, there's great Switch 2 games coming out soon and out already, but how badly do you need those games if there's 20 perfectly working Switch 1 games waiting to be played? Enjoy that OLED Switch, and maybe even wait for a Switch 2 OLED if your backlog is big enough.
I haven't read all the comments, but I will say I've never, and maybe there's a comment that'll literally prove me wrong. I've never seen someone like either come into my chat or like online or whatever be like, I regret getting the Switch 2. I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Look for one of the comments. Let me see.
It's a better Switch 1. If you enjoyed the Switch 1, you're going to love the Switch 2. And plus, like once you have the Switch 2, there's really no point of keeping a Switch 1. Like I would just sell it to get that money back.
Didn't you sell yours?
Yeah, mine's gone. I mean, I have a Lite, but
I have a fun comment from Bubbles.
Let's go.
Bubbles said, I absolutely love my Switch 2, but I was very lucky to win it from Pat. I don't think I would have bought one yet right now. I would likely be buying it after Pokopia, and I read reviews. So shout out to Pat for providing
Pat's sending
Bubbles
them
that
out
Switch.
to people.
Yeah, if you're gonna send, guys, leave a comment on the Patreon. And
okay. Where's my Switch 2? Peyton promised it.
No. Peyton promised nothing.
I think it's great you're doing that, Peyton.
Peyton couldn't afford it herself, so
It's a joke.
No, okay, I can't find any in these comments. I have had people come into my chats and say they regret buying their Switch 2.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
they're
would
going
wanna
to
know
your
the reasoning.
Nintendo channel.
You are.
Just
I was
kidding.
gonna say. I think some of the audience obviously overlaps, but I do think like some of the people who are like, I don't know, like super into like the indie like farming games, the indie like life sim games. Like I have a lot of people who like doing like modded versions of like Stardew and things like that.
Yeah, you can't do that on.
Yeah, just be like, it's not worth it yet. Like, I haven't had anyone say that they it's to my recollection that they've like returned it, but I feel like a lot of people I've heard have said, I bought it, it's not worth it yet, but I think at some point it will be. Which is how I kind of feel about mine, that I didn't have to spend the $500 to buy.
Yeah.
So
Pokopia, I think, is going to be the first game that really tests people's will. That are like, I'm not going to get it, but...
Someone in our Discord, not on this poll, someone in our Discord, actually, I think I saw a couple people say they were buying the Switch 2 just for Pokopia. Wow. And I responded, I was like, Pokopia better not suck then. Yeah, yikes. But I get that.
Alita said, I've recommended waiting for the Switch 2 Lite to so many of my friends. The price will be more accessible for a lot of people, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it will play most cozy games smoothly. And what's the harm in waiting? There's very few cozy titles exclusively for Switch 2 right now anyway. That's so true. Like, the games that are out, that come out, they will always be there waiting for you whenever you're able to play them. I think it's just easy to jump on when a game is hyped up. We want to play it, but sometimes, it's better to just wait it out and see what's actually worth spending. Because if you just want to play Pokopia, you're spending $500 plus another, $60, $70 to play this? So, a lot. That's a big investment.
But if you pre-order it from Best Buy, you get a cute little tote bag.
I saw that.
Is cute.
I'm like, there's one version where there's a Ditto plush. There's one version now that there's a tote bag. There's another version that you get like an in-game plant. And I don't know about you. Do I want the in-game plant, or do I want like the physical tote bag? I think
the
I
one
want
I pre-ordered is an in-game Ditto rug.
Oh, cute. I haven't pre-ordered it, but I might like.
Oh, digitally, I
trek
think.
to Best Buy to get that tote bag.
That's a cute tote bag.
It is. Maybe I'll wait till Pokemon Day passes, just in case they throw another retailer at us and they're like, go to Costco. I don't have a Costco anywhere near me. Go to Costco and you get a giant something. The Moslax. You get like the. I would
a
Moslax
puzzle.
Costco membership too.
I don't even know if there are Costco. Maybe in like deeper Brooklyn, or maybe in Queens. Not by me, in where I am in Brooklyn. I've seen no Costco's, but who knows?
Did we read out Gnucci's comment?
No, but take it away.
All right, here we go. I would recommend getting one, despite me not having one. If I was swimming in bells, then I would absolutely buy one. Unfortunately, it's not in the budget at the moment. This is my Should I Get a Switch 2 quiz.
Okay.
Here you go, if you're listening. Is it in your budget? If yes, then continue. If not, don't get it.
Payton's out.
I'm out.
Payton's out. Does it have games you want? If yes, continue. If not, don't get it. Do you have a 4K display? If yes, then continue. But if not, then only continue if you are okay that a big selling point of the console is the high-res output that you won't get. I don't know. I think 4K is like a bonus. I think like the performance is the real thing. Like load times, resolution, stuff like that. If you answered yes to all of those, you should get it. I know I will when it's in my budget. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a 4K TV too.
Yeah, he's got a budget for a 4K TV as well.
Do you guys have 4K TVs?
We talked about this.
Patrick, I am
drowning
in student loans and medical debt. Do you think I have a 4K display?
What do you have, a 720p TV?
I don't know. It's not even my TV. It's my boyfriend's that was here when I moved.
Tell your boyfriend to get a 4K TV.
8 years ago. Yeah, I'll tell him.
They're not. I mean, I'm playing around.
Would you like to buy me one?
They're actually not bad though. You can get one for like a couple $100 or like $100.
Okay, if you'd like to, if you'd like to write it up as a business expense,
you gotta watch Bridgerton in 4K, Payton.
Yeah, literally.
You're right. No, I would love to watch Bridgerton in 4K, but like I will rewatch scenes of Bridgerton on TikTok of someone filming their TV. That's how okay I am with it. I'm like, yeah. But you have a 4K monitor. Have you noticed a difference? Right? Did I make that up?
Yeah, I mean, I noticed a difference. I have a 4K TV too, but
Oh,
Damn. Okay, flex.
just my 4K TV.
I don't even know.
Just
We might have a 4K TV. Oh.
I mean,
If you do, you haven't noticed, apparently.
I'm just
the
interested.
difference.
Maybe we should do a poll next week. Do you have a 4K display in any way? Because I feel like 4K is like pretty common.
I think most people are going to say no.
We gotta do it. We gotta do a poll.
I think most people are going to say no, I don't have a 4K display.
I mean, you have to ask Van right now if you have a 4K TV. You definitely
the
did.
show.
Meeting.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Man.
How would I know if my TV is 4K?
In a meeting.
Usually
Can't stop
it
your meeting.
says it. I don't know.
It's from like 8 years ago. Did 4K exist 8 years ago?
Might have one.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Let me know if you guys have a 4K.
I'll text
I'll
Van and
report
see what he
back.
says.
I'm going to text Alex right now and be like, hey, is our TV 4K? I know I could go look at it, but
He's like, no, babe.
he'd be like, no, are you kidding?
Last comment from Ryan. Aside from a lot of other points raised, I'm also waiting for the whole thing with Nintendo being able to brick the Wait. I'm also waiting for the whole thing with Nintendo being able to brick the hardware to get sorted out. I don't want to accidentally run afoul of TOS and be stuck with a really expensive paperweight. Pretty sure between that budget and current backlog, I'll be waiting until the next Animal Crossing. I have no idea what that's referring to.
I don't know. What do they mean by brick?
So, like, you'll be unable to use your console.
Wait,
I mean, unless you're doing something sketchy, I don't see...
what you doing, Ryan?
They're
Ryan?
running Treasure Islands. They're running the
Ryan?
Treasure Islands we go to.
We're on to you, Ryan.
They're coming for you.
All right, this is the point of the show when Min absolutely fangirls. So, Min,
Over bricks.
you got
Over
the...
bricks.
No, we're done with the bricks.
Just kidding.
No.
Guys, I'm so excited. Finally, it's been like, 3 or 4 months since we've heard from Fields of Mystria, and they finally told us when we are getting the 4th major update. This is the update that is coming the last major update prior to the big 1.0 release. So that's technically also a major update, but a very different one. This is the 4th major update. It's primarily focused on the Mind storyline, which I'm really excited about because it's my favorite storyline in the game. And they're revealing the new Bachelorette, which many of us...
If you know, you know.
Yeah, we know who it is if you've played.
Yeah.
Is she hot?
So we think
If
she's
you're
getting a
into
new...
someone who's very stone cold, yeah.
We
Okay.
think she's going to have a new portrait, though. So if you look at the Fields of Mystria wiki, you can see that... and their trailer. Their first trailer from Fields of Mystria has all the Bachelor and Bachelorettes with these... And then there's 2 that weren't revealed, and they're like a silhouette. And so those 2... one was Caldaris' portrait, and the next I expect is the person from this Mind storyline. So I'm excited about that. And all the other things we did cover on the podcast because we talked about this roadmap. It's the same roadmap. There might be some new things that come in. And like they also mentioned, there's going to be performance optimization. So hopefully a lot of the bugs and like these ghost crashes will be fixed. I know they've been working on that, but I'm really excited. They did share a couple of videos on their page. The one that they shared on the day that they announced the release date for the 4th major update shows you and a character from the Minds using your spells together to unlock this portal. And we're going into the portal, and we don't know what happens after that. They cut it. And like, you don't get to know what happens. And that is coming on February 23rd. I think I didn't even say that yet. It's coming February 23rd.
It's so soon.
I'm too excited. I was so shocked by that date because I'm like, what? This month? I feel like they usually give us a little more heads up. I'm so excited.
You manifested this because last week off the show recording, I think, you literally said, you're like, where is Fields of Mystria? Like, we've heard nothing. And then like 2 days later, they announced this. I do have breaking news. I have just been informed that I do have a 4K television. with a 4K Fire Stick, but my computer monitors are 1080, and I hardly play the Switch on. Okay, so
I was gonna say 4K is pretty common.
I think of 4K as like a luxury. I didn't know back like 8 years ago, my boyfriend bought a 4K TV. I didn't know. Anyway, so I just want to issue my apology.
Oh.
Do we have a 4K TV? Oh, he's typing. He said IDK. And then another one. I don't think so, question mark.
Get a 4K TV. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
So well, Peyton, if you play your Switch 2 in the living room, you'll notice. You'll be like, wow, this is crispy.
I don't think I have played it in the living room
you
yet.
Should. It's a whole new world.
I think I might have to. And then I'll be like, no, it is. I used to have one, because I have 2 regular Switches. One that my brother gave to me and then one that I bought. So I used to have one dock in here, like where I play games mainly, which is at my computer. But then the other I would just keep out there. So it was good. But now that the Switch 2 has its own dock, I gotta unplug it.
That's like one of the first things I did is get a second dock. It was so expensive, but
yeah.
That makes, for the convenience of it, though, if you're someone who plays on the TV a lot, that does make sense. Mm-hmm. But anyway, we moved on. Fields of Mystria. Min, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for this?
Oh my gosh, I'm a 10 for this. I'm really excited about this because you're actually wrapping something up with the game that we've been waiting for so long. We're getting a new mine biomes area. We're getting like the last Bachelorette revealed. So all of that will be done. We'll have her 8 heart event and things like that. But we aren't adding any other heart events for any of the other characters until 1.0. We don't have marriage or anything until 1.0. We do have a new town quest that they announced as well. And they gave us a little more insight on that, which I'm really excited about. So that will be called the Lost and Found quest. And it's unlocked at your Copper Town rank. And this is really brilliant, I think. So if you don't know, in a game like Stardew Valley, every week on Friday, all the stuff you picked up throughout the week that you couldn't fit in your bag, that maybe you just left there, you foraged it and you just left it on the ground, that resets on Fridays. In Fields of Mystria, it never resets, which is really nice and really cool because it's like, cool, I can always go back and get that. The season changed, but I picked those berries last season. They're still waiting for me. Now they've added this quest that unlocks a Lost and Found box that you can go to on the weekend or at the end of the week, at the start of, or on Monday, they said, where you can pick up all those items. So I'm excited about that. I think that's really smart. A smart way to keep. Why are you laughing?
What are you laughing at?
I'm still laughing about the 4K stuff. It's so funny. I'm sorry.
Can we talk about Fields of Mystria?
I actually have a couple questions for you, man. You looked into your crystal ball and you knew it was going to be February. The next update, look at, she's pouting right now.
She's so pissed. She's like, "Why are you ruining this?"
The next thing is a 1.0 update. If you look into your crystal ball, I have 2 questions. When do you think 1.0 is coming out? And when it does come out, do you think it's going to be like console version, everything like at once?
I hope so. Like
realistically.
I don't think it will be console version at the same time. I really, really hope so. But the reason I don't think so is because I think that they're going to want to take the route of being able to patch anything before they put it on Switch.
That's true.
I agree because there will be new large mechanics that haven't been in the game yet, specifically like marriage, that I would imagine is complicated because there are so many characters. They've done a great job of making the characters like fully fleshed out with tons of dialogue. I imagine they probably, that alone, they'd want to iron out before being
So
like,
could
yeah.
you possibly see like a June or July 1.0 and then like a fall winter?
I'm seeing
release?
August in my crystal ball because that's
Oh.
when they originally launched. It would be as many months between updates as typically they do. I think they already have some of that 1.0 stuff done. They are just so
yeah.
smart,
Sure.
and they only give you things in increments. And so, yeah, I think it's gonna be out in 2026.
Nice.
It's a really hard year though, I feel like, to be launching because Starsand Islands 1.0 is going to be summer 2026, and so is okay. And then if they wait it till fall, I'm thinking, oh, what if Witchbrook comes out then? So these games were kind of similar in ways, but Fields of Mystria is absolutely worth trying if you guys listening, if our one listener wants to play it. I'm never gonna let that joke go. If our listener wants to play it, I think that it's absolutely worth playing because it has really interesting lore and story and feels so immersive, and like the town, everything's so like meshed. It just meshes all together so well, in my opinion, out of a lot
It
of
is
other
really
games
well
that
done.
I've played. So I think it's so well done and worth trying, and the price is unbeatable.
And this is a game you could play alongside of Starsand and
Yeah.
Pocopia. Like it's very different.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the next segment of the show. Specifically comparing it to Starsand Island, I think there are two different experiences.
Absolutely.
But I do want to say about this, I am so impressed with Fields of Mystria. I'm also Min is the Fields of Mystria queen. I'll call myself the princess. I'll be like lower down or like the jester.
The
That's
peasant.
me.
I'm the peasant outside.
You're the peasant. You've played like 2 hours of
Shaking
it.
a cup or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so impressed that they have really stuck to what they've said with early access. I mean, other than them saying originally they thought the whole experience of early access was going to be just a year, they deviated from that. But whatever the roadmap that they have put out, they have been like super on it. So with this update announcement, they announced like, hey, it's coming out February 23rd. Check out our roadmap to see what's in it. And it's the roadmap from October, meaning that it has stayed consistent for what they said. Like, these are the things that we did come out with, and they're all here. And then just like we said, in 1.0, that's going to be next. We don't know when that's going to be.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to do that because there have been so many other early access games like that I've been along the ride for that they're like, just kidding, this was supposed to come in this update, but we need more time. And of course, like, that's bound to happen. But I feel like Fields of Mystria has really, like, they don't seem to announce these updates until they're like, nope, it's happening. It's happening in 2 weeks.
This is I think the gold standard now for early access. Like how you should, like, there's clear communication. As someone who is not even in the Fields of Mystria space yet, I know exactly what's happening. So yeah, this is good.
Yeah,
and honestly makes me want to play it because, like you said, man, there's a part of it that's complete now. So it's like,
yeah. And they are so organized. I mean, I don't know if I've said it on the podcast, but Fields of Mystria, the two people who have created Fields of Mystria are actually the creators of Pusheen the cat, which is huge worldwide.
Did not know that.
Did I know that? That's crazy.
I thought I told you. I don't remember
Did
that.
you? I think I had this reaction too, but I thought it was a dream.
And so, like, now that I know that, I can see it in the animals, but I can understand that they must just be so organized. And there are more people on the team than just the two of them, but it's so interesting. So yeah, Fields of Mystria, if you're listening, I would love you to be on our podcast so we could talk about all this stuff.
Please.
And how you do early access. I want to talk to you.
They're our one listener. The Fields of Mystria team is our one listener.
We have more than one listener.
Oh, Patrick.
Yeah,
Wait
this
for
is
our
exciting.
one listener to come to the panel.
I can't wait.
You guys rock.
Oh my god.
All right, so there you go. Fields of Mistria, February 23rd, right?
Yes.
Yep.
There you go.
Got it, Pat.
When we come back, we're going to be talking about a very impressive cozy game coming out very soon. More on that right after this. Hello, my slow burn cuties. Thank you so much for listening to the show every week and today. Make sure wherever you are listening to the show, whether it be Apple, Spotify, wherever, make sure to leave a 5-star review and a cute little review that we can read later. These reviews definitely help out the show and help spread the word of all of our cozy goodness. I didn't like the way that sounded. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Thank you again.
Starsand Island is officially out in early access on Steam. The three of us have played a variety of levels of the game. And I don't know about you guys, but I have a lot to say about it. So we're going to do this as our first impressions mini deep dive in... I don't know if that is contradicting each other. First impressions and deep dive. You get to pick what it is. But we're going to talk about all things Starsand Island in case you missed it. This is kind of, not even determined by us, determined by Steam. This is one of the most wishlisted games on Steam right now. But now it's out, so we'll see. We're doing this before it's out. Okay. Anyway, it is a highly requested, anticipated cozy game that is a life sim that has farming, crafting, ranching, exploration, cooking, all of the things that you think to be in these type of games. This one has it all, and yeah, we all played it. We've talked about this game on our podcast quite a bit in many other episodes, talking about playing the demo. We're excited about it, and now it is here for early access. So I think out of the three of us, I have played the most of this game. Mm-hmm. I did play 30 days of it, which by the time you're listening or watching, maybe I have a video posted you should go watch about it, which ended up being like 23 hours of real life time. But I want to start out with Pat, because I think that you have maybe played the least so far. So I want to know, tell us about your Starsand Island experience with early access so far.
Yeah, I think between the demo and the early access version, I'm probably at like 4 hours, like with everything included. I'm just constantly impressed by this game. Like, first of all, visually, I'm playing it with like max graphics and everything. So it's just like, it's a treat. Like, it just looks great. It has that nice sort of like anime, almost like a cell shaded art style, but like everything is just done so well in this game. And there's a lot of aspects in this game. So like, one of the things that I noticed, which I think was different from the demo, was the character creator. I think there was more added in there, right? Like there was more hairstyles and, colors and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm impressed with that. Did the early access version or did the demo version have voice acting?
I don't believe it did. I think that's kind of a new thing that they're bringing out for early access. It's worth mentioning we got early access keys before the early access launches, so there's a chance that some of the things we played may or may not be fixed or changed by the time it comes out for you, but probably not. Yeah.
So, essentially playing the first like 2 hours, like you're going to create your character, you're going to learn the basics of crafting, and this game is very similar to like games like Fantasy Life, where there are kind of like different things you can do, and there's different like leaders that will take you through all that. But I just think it's done very well. Like the crafting is done well, the decorating is done well. There's combat in this game. So I guess I'll just start with that. Like the town is like very lively, and I don't know, it's just a treat to like just explore. There's like different things that you can use for transportation, like a skateboard and like roller skates and cars and scooters and stuff. So it does have some extra things that make it stand out from like a typical farming cozy game. But I'm really enjoying like the combat part. Like I think it's really cool to go into that world and have another like gameplay element. So yeah, those are just kind of my first impressions.
Min, what about you? What are the first vibes of Starsand Island? Good, bad, mid?
Mixed. I am a like farming sim junkie, we'll say, and I've played a lot, and sometimes I play them for a little bit, sometimes I play them for a lot of bit, and I will say I think I went into this thinking, okay, it's gonna be like most farming sims that I play, and I will say that it is not like most that you play. Obviously, I think they're almost presenting this game to be to have this expectation of what it is. Like, I see them post in their Discord every single day, like, it's gonna have this, the NPCs react to you in this way and that way, but you really as the player need to like seek out the romance and the town, and you need to seek out a lot more things than what they encourage you to do. So when I went into this game thinking it'd be pretty similar to other farming sims, what I expected was the story to be like front forward and like front facing and really pull you in with that tutorial that goes into meeting every single person, where that's one of the first things you usually are told to do in a farming game, go meet everyone. But this game is actually more like Luma Island, I'd say, where it says, hey, this game is about the 5 main professions that you can master, so go master them and work on that. And if you are gonna be somebody who plays a game and you follow like the tutorial, and you can get caught in this new profession that you picked and just be doing that and not go talk to anybody, and unless it's part of that quest. And so I think that really shocked me, because I was like, oh, okay, well, if this is what the gameplay is, then I'm gonna go seek out these other things to do, because I'm getting into this gameplay loop of kind of questing instead of like life sim. The other main thing that I don't mind this at all, that I was like shocked by, is how you make money in the game. You can sell things, but it's more like Heartopia, or like almost like a live service game where you do different things and you get achievements, and then you gain money, rewards, crafting skills, and you even gain these little stars that you can use to like level up your skills in your different professions. And so I was really shocked by that, and I like that. I just was like, wait, I don't have to go sell stuff. So there's a lot of different elements that makes this so different, that it was not what I expected. That's all. That's like my first impression, is it was not what I thought it would be. And I don't think that's bad. I don't think that is not good. I just think that it's good that we're setting a new expectation, hopefully, here.
Yeah, I feel very, very the same with a lot of what you said, where I remember when we were talking about the game on the show, when I was describing it to you all, like to the listeners, I was like, what's the thing that I say? This is like a farming sim, but like, what's the unique thing? And I'm like, okay, maybe the unique thing about this one is the different professions. I actually do agree. I think there are a lot of really unique things about this one, but I did have some kind of misconceptions about it, where I think and I'm so interested to see when other people play this, like, because at this time we've, just been playing it before it actually comes out. So I'm interested to see what other people do. I don't think you can straight up ignore any of the professions. Like, I don't think you can progress in the game if you don't do all the professions. I don't know that you need to get to the highest level of all of them, but from my experience of playing through the whole first season, a million billion hours, because the days in the game are long. The days in the game are an hour long sometimes.
Which I like. You can go to bed, though. You can go to bed.
You can.
You need it to be long, because it takes a long time to get through. The world is big, and I'm on my little roller skates the whole time. It takes a while to get from place to place, so like you need the time.
Yep.
But it's going to be jarring if you're coming from like Stardew Valley, where it's 15 minutes in real life per the day. So this one, it's like, okay, we got time to do things. But so one of the things that I kind of thought about this game was like, oh, maybe this game is going to be good if you're like someone who doesn't want to farm, but you want a life sim. So maybe you could just like ignore the farming. I found it that you kind of like needed to do everything to actually like progress, which I liked. But I will say what you said, Min, is such a good way to put it, is like you can get lost in the questing where it's like, this is one of those games, specifically crafting. I would more call this a crafting heavy game than a farming heavy game, because the crafting in this one is going to be like similar to like the little bit I've played of my time at Sandrock, similar to like what I've played with like Sunhaven, where it's like you got to do this to do this to do this to do this. And I think they make it very easy to follow along, which is good. They make it very easy to track quests because the map is really big. They make it really easy to track. Like if you're like building something, the resources you need is pretty easy to follow along. And even if you get something and you don't know how to acquire it, you can just like hover over it and it'll be like, oh, this is from the gearsmith. That's why I don't know where to get it. That's why. So it is more complex in the questing than I thought it was going to be, as well as there are these really great characters, but I haven't gotten super deep with them yet, which is like something I thought was going to be more of a thing. I don't know if that is going to be added, because I saw in the early access they were saying like, oh yeah, now we're adding voice acting. But other than meeting the characters, I've gotten up to 4 hearts with a lot of the characters. I've never had a cutscene again. I have the big, unless, I don't know if it's a thing like Stardew is kind of like this, where it's like you got to be at a certain location to have the cutscene trigger. I don't know, but like I'm not full hearts with everybody, of course, but there were a couple I have 3-4 hearts with. I think 3 I got, because 3 you can go in the room, and I remember getting that. But I never have any type of like cutscene with them or anything like that. So my first impression is long-winded. My first impression of this game is I actually really liked it. I kind of like was really into it. This is one of those games that it's kind of a grind, but they do a good job of showing you what you're grinding for, where you'll see really cute furniture. You'll see really cute, oh my God, the outfits. You'll see really cute outfits. You'll see really cool like buildings you can make. You can see like what you're grinding for a lot of the time, but it takes a while to get there. But I did have a lot of problems too. I had a lot of early access, either bugs or things that were not done, which make me raise an eyebrow for the price of the game. Which
so what were some of the big ones?
Well, let's tell the price.
Okay.
Which I totally know off the top of my head. I have it. Okay, great.
So Starsand Island is on Steam and Xbox Preview / Game Pass. Basically, it's in early access on Steam and Xbox. And they plan to launch the 1.0 version in the summer of 2026. And that's when it will also be on Nintendo Switch 2, PlayStation, Xbox Series. The early access pricing is different because it's at 30% off, and it's going to be $27.93 for the base game and $41.93 for the deluxe edition. Full price at 1.0 will be $39.90 for base game, $59.90 for deluxe. So $40 to $60 is the full price.
I'm fine with that, actually.
28 to 40 is the full price for early access.
Okay. So it's like not, I mean, it's a premium price for a cozy game, but like it's not
for early access too. Yeah.
So what were some of the bigger bugs? Because I had like little visual things where like it would kind of clip. I don't know what you would call that, but like, yeah.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. I do want to just acknowledge that we all were sent keys to play this game for free. This isn't sponsored. They're not paying us, but just acknowledging that, of course. So yeah, my problem right now with the price is I did have a lot of things that were like kind of a big problem, but we're playing it before it launches for the public. So I don't know if they're going to fix things. Mainly the build mode has a lot of problems right now. You can go to the build mode, and it's really cool. Like, it's very, like, you can put things, like, you can rotate them diagonally. You can do a whole thing, and you can zoom out super big with it's good. But my game breaks, like, every time I try to get too crazy with the building. Specifically, I had this problem. I low-key, high-key ruined my playthrough because you start the game out with a starter house, and you can get pretty kooky with the construction in the game. It's almost like Sims-level construction where you can build the walls and stuff like that. So I decided toward the end of the playthrough I was doing to get a little kooky with the house, and I accidentally moved the house, but it didn't move all of the components. So I had like these random pillars just like floating in space, and I was like, oh no, okay. And I couldn't go backwards enough to fix it. And so then I was like, okay, you know what? Let me destroy my house and I'll rebuild it. And I didn't realize that like if you X the building construction things, they don't go in your inventory like the furniture does. If you pick up a furniture item and you click the X, it'll go in your inventory. So I X'd my whole house, and so then I had nothing to build with because it's like a million resources. So I was like, oh my God, I have nothing now. And so then I was like, okay, what do I do? Maybe I can get back to the original house save. No, unless you manually saved your original house that they give you, you can't go back to it. So then your only option is the game gives you layouts where you can grind for like a million billion resources to get these two completed layouts that you are not going to be able to get in the early game. Or you can get these component builds where they give you the components to build your own house. But if you're like me and you don't know how to build with all the pillars and all the cuckoo stuff, it's bad. So right now my character has like a stage as a house. Like literally it's like a platform with it's really it's a whole thing. But that's just like a challenge. The bug is they noted in the tutorial you can move your chests with items still in them. This is something you can't do in most farming sims.
Yeah.
Right now you can't do it in this one either because I did move the chests and I lost all of my items that I had.
Gosh.
So that was not good. And yeah, so I moved all these items. I lost most of my items in the game. And same thing with my animals. I moved my ducks, like my little duck hutch, and all my ducks were gone.
No.
So I was like, oh no, I have to like buy my ducks again. So that happened. And those were the big ones, the resources, the ducks, and then the festival. Did either of you get to the festival?
No, it's at the end of the first season, and it's like 3 days long, right?
It's one day. So this festival was the most disappointing part of the game for me, to be honest. So weird. The game starts in summer, and it tells you a couple different times. And Min and I talked about this on Discord, and I figured out what the vibe was. A couple times in the mail, you get these things that are like, come to the beach after a certain time, and you could like see the stars and things.
Dream or something.
Yeah, and I went and nothing happened. So I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe this is just like a bonus thing. Maybe it's leading to the summer festival.
And it sends that on random days because Peyton got it on different days than me. I got it on day 7 and 10.
Yeah, and then I got it on 7 and 12, and then like a bunch. No, I got it on 12, and then like a couple other random. I got on like 15, I think, too. But it was so weird. So I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe it's just like the festival is the main thing. Because like the characters don't have birthdays in the game either currently. So the only thing like going on from the calendar is the summer festival. So it's on the 27th, but on the 25th, you can start helping the characters prep for this festival. And so all the different little NPCs will have quests for you to help build their stalls for the festival. Aww. Super cute. You do it for like 2 days. And on the 27th, you're supposed to go to the festival. And I went to the festival, and the characters that I helped build stalls for didn't have stalls open. They were just standing there, empty, and there was like nothing to do. And so there was one little mini game you could play, like catching crabs, and then there was supposed to be this other mini game, but I couldn't find where to go to do it. So I went to the festival and there was nothing there. And then they were like, come back at night for the bonfire. And I go to the bonfire. There's nothing happening other than like the characters are standing and 2 of them are performing, but they're floating in the air. Like they're just like randomly like in the middle of space, like floating. And then like nothing happened.
Weird.
So it was kind of a bummer because I was like, maybe they just shouldn't have put this festival in at all. Especially because I had taken 2 days in game to like get resources for it, and then it like especially you were like getting this currency you could only use at the beach festival, and then there was nothing to buy because the shops didn't open.
Yeah,
so that was really
like
frustrating. And then I had a bunch of other bugs of like people being in the middle of tables, and I did have a game breaking bug. Unless I'm stupid, one of the professions I couldn't progress at all because the explorer profession.
Yeah.
To do junior level, I had to go get the blueprint to make chicken wings.
Yeah, that's
and
a bug.
they weren't there. And I looked at my footage in the beginning of the game, they were there, but when I got the quest, they disappeared, and you can't progress without getting the blueprint. There's no way to get it. So that was a bummer too.
Yeah.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
So, does it feel early access? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does. Past a certain point. One thing that I noticed is that the voice acting is there and it's good, but like you're introduced to characters with these awesome, cool cutscenes.
Yeah.
That I love. All the romanceable characters. I love it. But some of mine, the voice acting was in the wrong language that I was playing in.
Mine was never in English, which I thought was just an aesthetic choice.
One time English.
Oh, see, I didn't know.
Mine were all in English and fine. That's so weird.
Wait,
and I was
I thought none of them were in English, and then what happened was my subtitles stopped being in English too.
Oh no!
So I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I was like, oh, voice acting is not English. Whatever,
I
that's
don't mind if it's not English either. Honestly, as long as I can read what they're saying,
and
you get the vibe of their personality.
Like, oh.
But because I had some that were in English and some weren't, then I was confused.
Yeah.
That was one of the things
that's so
I
crazy.
noticed.
We all had different experiences with that. That's weird.
Now, I need to say something. I got jump scared in this game. In the forest is where you do the mining. And I unlocked this door finally after I found this little ghost that goes into the door. You have to find 3 of them from hitting rocks, and then it opens up the door once you have 3. And I go in, and there's these giant bubbles that are floating up. And for some reason, the sound was so loud. And then when they would pop, it was like, boom! And I'm like, oh my gosh! And I hate going in there because of that. But yeah.
Wait, mine didn't even make a sound, I feel like.
I was terrified. I was jump scared. It was just like so taking me out of it. I was like, what is happening? And yeah, the mining, I don't mind it, but you kind of just go in circles until you realize, oh, I'm in the same place 5 million times. I have to like unlock these other doors to get there. The combat, do we want to talk more about that, Peyton?
Yeah, because you said, Pat, you're like, I like the combat.
I don't like it. I only have a slingshot.
Right where I'm at now, it's a slingshot, and you can use like either pellets or rocks or whatever.
And there's one thing there.
Yeah, and it goes into
there are more monsters later.
Okay.
Yeah. It goes into like a different view and stuff. I found it fine for but I know that there's like bows in the game. Like I know that there's better weapons and stuff, but I mean, when you first start, I think it's fine. It's nothing amazing, but I just like that it's in this kind of game. We always talk about combat, and
do you think
it's out of place?
Different and unique, but it is not avoidable, and it gets more difficult where you need to go and you need to prepare because there are bosses, which I think is really cool.
I have a completely different opinion than you. I think the combat is too easy and too baby for
What
me.
is wrong with me? I can't beat this boss.
No. Is it the crystal guy?
The first boss, because I don't have enough rocks.
Well, okay, yeah.
Maybe I gotta get a different strategy and get.
You gotta get
if you
the
want
ammo.
to avoid combat, you can make these robots to do it.
I didn't even do that. You could just walk away. So here's my thought on the combat.
What?
I agree. Not every game has to have combat. And in fact, the whole time I was playing, I was thinking, oh, this is a great option for people who don't want to do the combat, because you can literally just like walk away. And so it'll be like one monster or boss like every once in a while. And they're the same place every single time, so you know where they are. So you're like, okay, this is the place with the chicken. So like, or the bird, whatever it is. So like, all right, I'm not gonna go. The bird, there's a frog too. I'm like, okay, I gotta go get the iron, but the frog is by there. You could just walk around. Like the combat. That takes
I don't
so.
I don't think it has to be Hades level. I don't think it has to be.
No, it doesn't.
Dark
but for
Souls.
a game that has
saying.
exploration as a profession, I think the combat needs to get a little juicier, because this doesn't need to be Stardew Valley Mines. This doesn't need to be any of that. But if you're gonna have exploration as a profession, where they're telling you got to make ammo, and then you could just like walk away and like not participate.
Yeah. Well, I was okay with being able to walk away. I thought you meant you could walk away and still progress the exploration, but you can't, because one of the things is to kill the first boss.
Yeah, you need resources from them, but it's like, I think it's very easy, because the whole combat is like, okay, there's this big guy, he's gonna throw like a fire thing at you, but it takes him like 2 minutes to charge up to throw the thing at you, so you could just walk slightly off, hit him slightly off. I don't know if it gets much harder later. I went through like almost all of the rooms. I don't know if you scrolled and then there were more. And I wasn't worried about... And I'd never even made the ammo. I was doing rocks and then whatever ammo characters gifted me. So that was my thing with it, where I thought the whole time, like, oh, this is going to be a good option for people who don't want to do this. But I just think if you're going to make exploration a profession...
You want a little spice.
I think it should... this was one of the weaker points for me.
Did you get to a point where you can make other weapons? Or are you still rocking the slingshot?
No, because I had that bug where I couldn't progress the exploration profession. So there's even a whole section of the forest I got to everything in the forest I could physically get to. And then there ends up being a wall, and you have to ask the hot redhead guy for help. But his quest is the one that's bugged for me, so I can't. So
that blueprint was available in the beginning?
Yeah, when I was editing my video, I saw you needed a bunch of different blueprints from the combat character's shop. And so you go to his shop, and all the rest of them were there, like a specific type of pellet to make. I don't remember what the other item was. But then you needed a chicken wing recipe to cook. And it wasn't there. But the map was pinging me like that's where it should be. So then I was like, well, maybe it's wrong. Maybe I should go talk to the cooking guy, because that's where all the other cooking recipes are. He didn't have it either. So then I went to the general store, because they have food there too. Didn't have it. I went to every single place that sells food. Doesn't have it. I tried to ask in the Discord server, but I wasn't allowed to ask because I was playing the game early. So I was like, we'll have to wait and see. But I saw, reviewing my footage, the chicken wing recipe was there at the beginning of the game. I just didn't know I was going to need it. So obviously I didn't buy it. And so what happened is it just disappeared. But what was funny is that character gifted me chicken wings. But I needed the blueprint to progress.
Yeah, you need to do the quest in the way it's supposed to be done.
They want you to do it. I couldn't like cheat it, because I'm like, wait, I could just get the chicken wings, but it didn't matter.
I think maybe like next episode or something we should revisit, because they're gonna update it for sure.
Like sometimes I've seen that happen where like we play a game the week before and then they patch many of these things for the 1.0, because a lot of the devs are probably working on this until the moment it releases.
For sure.
And not 1.0, but in early access.
Yeah, and I totally recognize that. So, like, I wasn't too upset about, like, me accidentally losing my items. I was like, okay, obviously that's not supposed to happen. They said in the game you could move your chests. But the festival, though, felt like either this is a massive bug or is it just not going to be there?
And this also, when I start playing this build, on the screen, it literally says version 1.0 point dot 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 million numbers. So I'm like, what build are we playing? If it's
Yeah, that was something else I was confused about too, because with this whole chicken wing thing, I went to their Discord to see if I could ask for help. And I said like, hey, I don't want to just ask my question outright. I don't want it to like spoil anything, but I have a question. Can I ask it somewhere? And the moderators were very nice, but they're like, no, because it would violate your NDA. And I was like, no one sent me an NDA. I was like, I didn't sign an
embargo.
NDA. Yeah, but they were like, no, they're like, the NDA you were sent for your beta test. And I was like, no, I'm not playing the beta test. I was like, this is the early access. I was just asked if I wanted an early access key, and I said yes. And they're like, oh, well, you have to add the developer as a friend and message them. And then I added them, and they never, of course, so they didn't accept a random friend request from some random person. So but it seemed like in the Discord, people were talking to each other like, waiting to get the beta, and then some people were waiting to get the early access. Like, it seemed like there was multiple
confusion.
I don't know what we played too, so that's my other thing. I'm like,
yeah, and this is what I was trying to say earlier, is that I feel that this game is presenting Starsand Island to be a lot of really cool things, and it is. But when you actually play the game, you're kind of like, what? So one of the things I just recently saw them post about is saying how the NPCs that you can romance have like this memory mechanic where you give them a chicken wing, okay, say,
this is
and
true.
They remember that, and it's part of like your relationship with them is that they remember how you interact with them. But when I'm playing the game and I'm talking to them and I like their designs and stuff, I'm just like, well, I don't feel like there's a lot to say. You just kind of click the interact. You can interact with them with the heart icon once a day, and you can give them a gift once a day. But that seems to be like, it didn't seem like they were like, oh, my dad did this, and I really have this backstory. But it was more like, I hope you're enjoying the town.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well,
I felt
I'm not
the
mad
same.
about it. I will just say it was not what I was expecting, and I've played a lot of Fields of Mystria, and I felt like that one's more story forward and really focused on the immersion, and where this one felt like it's more focused on professions, questing, career, and like crafting and resource management and stuff like that, which is absolutely fine as well, and still has a lot of cute, fun things and ways to travel around the map and really cute animals. It felt less story heavy and more quest heavy.
Yeah,
and I don't think that's
heavy.
bad.
Especially the crafting.
I just think it's not what people are maybe expecting.
The crafting, some people could say, is a little tedious because you need to make the coal to make that, to make a plank.
And you need to make the crafter to make that craft.
I have to make one more bronze bar, which needs a tin ingot and a copper ingot and a glass. Yeah.
So
no, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because, like, the main story, the story of the game is your character used to be on this island as a kid, and you're coming back to it. You've left your corporate job, and now you're coming back to the island, you know. It's cool because some characters know you from childhood. Like, my hot fishing boyfriend knows me. He's like, oh, yes, we grew up together.
Yeah.
But the hot farming boy doesn't. And he's like, oh, yeah, I've heard of you. So that's good. But they do remember what you've given them. So when I give the hot farming man his cabbage every day, he's like, oh, that cabbage you gave me was really good. But that's it. And even
like that cabbage.
Literally, that's it. And like, he has the same like laugh as one of the other boys that I'm romancing. It's the same like same thing, and he says it every time. And like I said, I have 3 hearts, so I've never had a cutscene again, which is confusing because when you meet each of the characters, you get like a nice little cinematic cutscene with
like,
voice acting.
Literally, slow motion for some of them where it's like their hair's blowing in the wind and they look at you and you're blushing and you're like, oh my God. And then other ones I noticed, like the fishing guy, it was like he turned around after looking at a fish tank. It wasn't like a big deal.
Yeah, some of them were very, like the girl on the motorcycle, I was like, oh my God. I was like, damn, okay, girl, like I love this. But then the others were super quick. So it's weird because like as you get more hearts with them, you get like certain perks. So at the second heart, you could take a photo with them. You could take like a group picture. And then if you get to the third heart, then you can go in the room and they have a special treasure chest that you can get with like a specific item, which is cool. But I never got any heart events or anything like that. In fact, the only like other cutscenes with characters was when new characters came to the island, because at the end of the first season, more characters come. And you do get a cutscene where that happens. But yeah, I was surprised about that because, yeah, I knew like, oh, okay, well, there's going to be voice acting. These cinematic trailers happened when we first met everyone. I don't know if that's going to be added later on. But I enjoyed romancing the hotties because I'm like, oh, let me like go like talk to this cute person. But there wasn't any kind of like special thing. And I do also, I do wish there was more diversity with the NPCs as well. Because, I mean, I kept joking. I was like, I have all of my silver-haired dreamboats. Like, there's three characters who all have like the same hairstyle or a similar hairstyle to me. So I wish there was just a little bit more diversity too, because you can make your character so diverse because there's like a sliding scale to make like your hair color, whatever, your skin color, whatever. And I just felt like that was lacking in the characters as well. It really sounds like I don't like this game, but I actually like really liked it. But I do. It is an early access game. For sure.
Yeah. And I think that's important to remember is like this game is very ambitious. It's going for like pretty much everything. Like every aspect of cozy gaming, decorating, combat, like fishing, like romance, a pretty big open world. Graphically, it's amazing. So it's like that's what you're going to get in early access. So you're probably going to, when the embargo has lifted right now, so you can like listen to a bunch of people's like impressions on it. You can play it yourself. You're probably going to hear a lot of different things. Like, you know, Payton kind of dealt with some buggy stuff. Like me at this point, I have mostly like encountered visual and audio glitches, but I'm excited to play it more because I think next episode we're going to have a lot more to say. And
yeah,
especially like, with updates and stuff. When
I played to the amount that you played, Pat, I was like, oh, it feels full release. Like, yeah. And then you get to this point where you're like, oh, well, now it's feeling more early access. And they also said there's over 100 hours to play in this game. And that's another thing. I'm like, they're setting this up to be, I don't know, just a little. I think they're going a little too hard with what they're giving people to expect.
Yeah. I mean, I will say the first season took me 20 hours. So, like, it'll take me a while to see all the seasons. I did start fall, and fall is very pretty, which is nice. I would love to just say a couple things I liked because I told you all of the things. And I'm, like, overall, like, really excited to keep playing this game. I just, like, raise an eyebrow maybe about, like, the price tag for early access because the version I played, which I was very kindly sent for free, I think I might have been upset, like, if I paid full price because it's just they need to address some bugs, and we'll see how they address it, and I think that's important. But things that I really liked about this game, the clothing is so cute.
Yeah.
You get so many cute clothes in this game, and you unlock them super, I feel like all the time. Like, you're always unlocking cute outfits. You can get some in the store, but mainly you get really cute ones that you can craft yourself. Like, there's a sewing table, and you can actually craft, like, I crafted this really cute mushroom fit that was so amazing. So, like, I loved that, was so good. Like Min said, I didn't worry about selling things to make money for a long time, because if you're following the main quest lines and even the bulletin board quests, you're making a lot of money and you don't have to sell things. But then they have really helpful like machines that make life so much easier. So like you can build a shipping bin at your house, which is much easier. There's also something you can build that's a mini bulletin board at your house, so you don't have to go all the way into town to check the bulletin board. It's also really cool. You can rent different vehicles and also animals that are mounted as well. There's sparkly pink rabbits in the game, which I'm a fan of, which are really cool. And overall, I like the how it guides you through the game. It does this weird balance between long tutorial in the beginning, but then telling you nothing and you have to find everything out yourself. But when you're navigating through the island, it's really nice to go around because it'll tell you where you need to go next and like what you want to pin. And then it'll tell you the exact path to get there. Like it'll like sparkle and it'll be like, okay, well, you don't have to jump off of a cliff. You can take a turn and you can be on the road, person. Crazy. So I like all of that. And like I said, I think the main thing is like I see where it's going. Like it's a grind, but I can see like, oh, at some point I could make a really cool house instead of the little stage that I have now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that I can like see the potential in this one.
Yeah.
Is the vibe.
This is a slow burn game if there ever was one. I'm telling you, because the days are so long.
I love a long day, man.
And yeah, it kind of like even when you faint, it's kind of cool. It's like in Dinkum in a way where it's like your eyes start to close and you're like, you can see the blinking and then it's getting darker. And I thought that was interesting, but there's really not a lot of consequences for that. I would say this is a very chill game that you're not going to want to like, I think that it's not meant to rush through. What I liked and what stood out to me the most is just how different like all the UI is and how you unlock things and the skill trees and the things like that. And also I think that the romanceables stood out to me and how like they're introduced to you. I think that's really cool. I want to see more of those cutscenes though, so I hope they add more. It just immerses you into the game more. I love the animals and that they're also part of like your NPC list and you can befriend them and give them gifts. And there's a really cute fox. There's a capybara. They're adorable. And the capybara was taking a bath and it was like, sorry, you can't talk to him. He's taking a bath. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to come back later.
Is there like a panda named Grumpy or something?
There's a panda.
Oh, is there one named Grumpy? I met one called Bobo.
I think I met one named
Bao.
Grumpy.
But they're really cute, and yeah, there's a lot to like about this game. It's unique. You can rollerblade around, which I thought was so funny. You can do ollies on your skateboard, which made me just laugh. And there was a lot that I just like kept calling Van into the room, be like, look at this, look at this. And so it's definitely so cute and has so much heart put into it and so much like just so much that I think is going to make it stand out. But with playing early access, yeah, there's a lot you also need to look out for. And yeah, just be aware of like this might be one to wait for 1.0.
It makes sense why they delayed it.
Yeah. And it's making sense now. But yeah, it just wasn't what I was expecting in every sense of the game, but I am still pleasantly surprised by a lot of stuff. I think it's just when we come on here and we're sharing about it, we have a lot to say because there's so many things we were like not expecting that maybe don't sound like the best experience played. But I think the main thing that I'm most excited about is just like upgrading my professions to the master level. That is really fun. And I think that is meant to be like the main core gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know that they did the best job presenting that unless it's just that I'm not picking up on it because I'm so into the farming sim genre that typically I'm used to being presented with, oh, romance, story, blah, blah, you know, that I couldn't see that clearly. So I just want to like set the stage for the listeners who might have had my perspective too going in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll keep you updated on it though.
Yeah,
Yay.
I mean, what would you say? Would you like what you've experienced so far? would you say that you recommend it, or would you say it's too early to tell?
I mean, for me, it's too early to tell at this very second. But I think what you have here, if everything, I mean, bugs aside, which it's tough to say that, but like if everything worked, it's a solid game. It's kind of like a Rune Factory Story of Seasons. Like if they kind of were more similar to each other, because you have the combat, you have the different NPCs and stuff like that. Story of Seasons has been doing a better job at like the romance part of stuff. So yeah, I think so far I haven't played enough to really say, but I would personally recommend it. But
there's pumpkin furniture, so if that entices
I fully recommend it. I endorse this game.
There you go. Yeah. What do you think, Min? Will you say you recommend it, or like?
I would say if you're gonna play it on Steam, buy it at the cheaper price, and I would say maybe play 1 or 2 days, get a feel, and then stop and wait for full release.
Yeah, because none of the stuff that we talked about today, I don't think are necessarily deal breakers. If they don't get fixed, it is. Like, game-breaking stuff, yes. But this stuff is going to be ironed out. I mean, that's what Early Access is for. But
I bet the listeners are buying the chicken wings right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, Peyton, we're buying them.
They're right here.
I don't know. It does sound like big stuff to me, and it does sound like a lot to work on that they have to patch. And I don't know how many devs are on this team, and I don't know how much time it takes. And I start to get like, oh my gosh, I don't think this is coming out in summer 2026.
I don't think so either.
Really?
Because yeah,
like missing quest items though. That's such an easy fix.
No, but
okay,
like
but
the
like the festivals,
that's huge.
That's I would say another missing quest item.
The no more cutscenes for the NPCs.
Yeah. That's
why you have full voice acting just for like the intro.
Yeah. So you guys are saying delay. You guys are saying another delay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and also like I went into their Discord, like I said, to ask about my chicken wings, and the moderators and everyone seemed very nice. There seemed to be a lot of chaos because it seemed like there were people who I don't know if this game had a Kickstarter, but there are people who backed the game that like it's a couple days before early access. They're supposed to get a key and like didn't get their early key. There's like beta players that like had confusion. It seemed like there was all these different branches of people with different questions, and it seems like there's a lot of components in this game. So I'm interested to see like the experiences other people have, because I only went through the first season, and there were a lot of things that were wrong in the first season. And I feel like what tends to happen with early access games is the first season is the most polished because it's the first thing most people play. So I'm a little concerned going deeper into the game if there's going to be more things that are, I don't know. But I see why the game didn't come out, because it needs some work for sure.
Yeah.
But it is also a highly ambitious game. So like this reminds me of Coral Island a lot, where I'm like, I can understand why things might be the way they are. But I don't know how this is going to launch on console at the same time in just a couple months. But who knows? Who knows? I don't know anything. I don't make games. They're going to be amazing and fix everything.
There you go. That's
it.
Let us know your opinion. Or comment if you've been playing it. Let us know. Did you buy the chicken wings?
Let me know. And don't comment, Peyton, you have to go to his place to buy the chicken. I know. They weren't there. They're like, stupid. I'm like, no, they weren't there.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, like you said, let us know what you think about Starsand Island down below. And when we get back, the longest episode ever will continue, because we'll be talking about more cozy games.
Attention to all the slow burn listeners. This is Pat coming in once again for our last ad break of the show. Here's the thing. We need some emails. Send us some emails. Send us some hot takes, some opinions, some questions for us, some thoughts. We would love to react to all of that. And make sure, slowburncast@gmail.com. Send your email over, and we will hopefully get it on the show. If you have sent an email way long ago and we never got to it, it probably just didn't fit in with a show. So send it again or send another email. I don't know. Let's stump Min and Peyton though. They're probably not even listening to this. Stump them. I want them to just have no words. Okay. All right. This is too long. All right. Let's go get to the final topic.
It's February and we have even more cozy games that we missed at our beginning of the month Smash or Pass that we do. So we are introducing a new segment where we are doing a mini Smash or Pass, what we missed. A lot of these are actually coming to the Nintendo Switch. Some are also coming to Steam. Some have been on Steam, but they are games that you might not want to miss, and we definitely didn't want to miss sharing on the podcast. So we're going to get right into this because we've got a long episode already, but the first one is a cute game called Under the Island, and I have been following this one on socials for quite a while. It is beautiful pixel art game, similar to I would say maybe Moonstone Island's graphical style, and it is coming out on February 17th, 2026 to Steam and Nintendo Switch. Pat, is that Nintendo Switch 2 or just Nintendo Switch
I think just
general?
Switch. Yeah, I think
Okay.
just Switch 1.
Yeah, and this is a game where you embark on an epic adventure in Under the Island. It's a 2D action adventure steeped in 90s charm. You step into the shoes of Nia, and battle fierce monsters, solve clever puzzles that I can't solve, and you explore a world alive with mystery as you race to your new home before it's too late. So it's an action RPG, and it's just a stunning art style. It looks like there's puzzles and combat, and yeah, a lot to do. So what are we thinking? Smash or Pass? Have you heard of this one?
Yeah, I think this is a big win for the backwards hat community.
Oh my.
He wears a backwards hat.
If you're not seeing this, the protagonist where he's wearing a backwards hat, and this looks kind of like a Zelda game, like Turnip Boy type style, where it's like, top down 2D action platform or action like puzzle game. I'm kind of down for this, dude. I really like the graphics in this one a lot.
You're going under the island.
I'm going under the island. Yeah, it looks great. I think this is a smash. Looks high quality.
I feel like I've seen this one on social media. I feel like vaguely familiar with this one. It looks cute.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Maybe a side quest candidate.
Yeah, this would be very good for that. It's not like my most anticipated of the month, but it's like, that looks good. Actually, keep that one in mind. Is kind of how I feel about this one.
Yeah,
I like the some of these portraits though are like silly goofy. This one lady who's made of vegetables looks so funny to me. And then this one bear is giving old school Disney to me. This one screenshot of the bear that's
the
got
more I
his little-
see it,
yeah.
it just looks really there's different times of day. The lighting is great in the darker segments. This kind of came out of nowhere. I did see it on socials. That's how I did find it.
but now it's releasing. Yeah.
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 It's also coming to PlayStation 5, 4 and 5, and Xbox Series X and S. That I didn't realize that. So I wanted to mention that. But yeah, so it sounds like we're all smashing that one. The next one is Paladins, and this has already been on Steam since I think 2024, but it is now coming to Nintendo Switch on February 19th. So very, very, very soon. And in this one, you embark on a whimsical journey and bring joy to a bright fantasy world in this role-playing adventure for 1 to 4 players. You craft your own story, you solve quests how you like, but beware, every time you fail, the dragon will send you back in time. This one, I remember playing the demo of, and I remember it being similar to playing a board game kind of with your friends, where it also has this D&D feel, but it has this super cute and whimsical art style that goes with it. And yeah, you choose to be one of 5 unique classes with different strengths and weaknesses. So you can play with up to 4 players in this, and your choices matter. So very, very cute game. Are we playing or passing? Smashing or passing?
Payton?
I feel like I can't say smash because like it's been out for 2 years and I like didn't play it. But I like it. I've heard good things about this one. I remember when this one came out, I was like, oh, the art style looks really cool. I like the idea of it, but I don't know. I've never like, it's never been the forefront of my mind. So I'll go wish list because I think it does look really cute, but I don't know. There's something about it that like isn't fully drawing me in.
Yeah.
But I like it. I'm not mad at it. It looks cute, looks fun. Wish list.
Yeah, this is one of those like rare instances where a game that's released before is kind of an advantage. Like it has very positive reviews on Steam. So it's like you kind of can go into this like knowing like this is probably a good game. Like people like this one. I kind of like the D&D sort of aspect of it. I'm kind of with you. Like there's nothing that's going to like drawing me in that much, but I really do like the graphics in this one. So I'd probably do like a wait and see. I got to look into this a little bit more. On Steam, it says $24.99. So I don't know if that's the Switch price. I'm thinking it is.
Probably. Yeah. For me, it is a game. Yeah, it is. For me, I'm actually going to pass on it. I don't think it's a bad game at all. I've played the demo, and I thought it was really quirky and cute and fun and definitely cool to play with multiple people if you have other people to play with. But I just didn't feel like it was the game for me. I feel like it's really for people who like love maybe D&D and like role-playing kind of games with friends. And I don't really play a lot of those, so it didn't really interest me, but I think it's really cool to have a game like this. It seems really, really unique. But yeah, so that was Paladins coming on to Switch on the 19th of February, and it is also already on Steam. Next up is Outpath. This game looks a little bit like Minecraft-y for sure, and it is called an experimental clicker-based building game. You craft, gather, manage resources, build your base, and then you buy more islands to explore, exploit, and expand. This one is $14.99 and has been on Steam for quite a few years now, so it should be pretty polished for Switch. And I don't know, like you just gather, craft, and do all sorts of things. I'm trying to see if this is also multiplayer. But yeah, they don't even say much about it. It's just a big crafting game, it seems like.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You're good on this one?
Pass. No, I don't like Minecraft. Like why would I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very positive reviews.
It says single player on Steam.
Single player, okay.
Yeah, I mean it has over 1,500 it's very positive. It has a lot of reviews on Steam. Yeah, it's been out for quite a while. Yeah, I'm going to pass as well. I feel like, I mean, I can't really click with Minecraft. I've tried, but if I was going to play a game like this, I would rather play Hytale, which is like the newer one we talked about a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
It looks fun. I mean, $14.99, I think, based on the reviews, it's pretty low risk to get into it, but I think at this point, I'd rather just play Minecraft or Hytale. So I'm going to say pass.
Yeah, I agree. I'm passing on that one too. I just don't see the intrigue to play it for myself. I'm not a big Minecraft person. There's just nothing really interesting me. I feel like they need to say a little bit more too of what the reason to play is. I don't know. I just don't see myself playing it. So that was Outpath. Next up is called Sea Frog, and this is also on the 19th of February. So February 19th, Sea Frog is coming out. It's been on Steam since April, and this one is all about platforming, skateboarding. Let's see. It's an action platformer mashed with the movement of light skateboarding. Grind, kick, flip, and find the flow with a rocket-powered wrench that removes smoother than a buttered beluga. Wow. It is a lot of platforming, a lot of silliness. Are you a little... Yes, you're a little frog. You're a sea frog, of course. Yeah, just like 2D, 2.5D platformer?
Yeah, something like that.
Looks cute. Haven't heard of it. Mashing,
Peyton,
passing.
you skating?
No.
Nope.
No, not really. I like how vibrant it looks, though. I'm good.
Peyton's
I
that
don't really-
food critic that like walks into your restaurant and you're like, oh, fuck.
Why? What do you mean?
Like, she's
I
gonna
feel
like the meal, but I don't know. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad. No, you're not.
I
mean.
feel like I'm a nice girl. I'm like,
No, this
I'm
is kind of an
okay.
out there game. I'm just.
It's not for me. Love it for you.
What about
I'm
you, Skater
good.
Boy?
Yeah.
Skater boy. I love the
Are you a
graphics of
skater?
this. Whatever graphical style the main character is, I don't know what that is, but I love it. Kind of like
Yeah.
a Luma Island type of graphic. Little. Kind of? No? Low poly? Like kind of like low poly a little.
Not at all. What?
The main
Are we thinking of different games?
Am I? The main character, like very close up.
What do you
At the
mean?
50-second mark. Damn it!
Am
It's
I
a low
looking
poly. Anyway, this looks very cool. I will wishlist this Skater Boy game. I don't know how much it is. $14.99.
What
Yeah,
are you looking
wishlist,
at? Because it's like...
bro.
Nothing like
All right,
it.
continue on. I'm gonna find an image, okay? I'm gonna find a friggin' image.
I can't. We've lost Min. Min is like
Okay, wait, never
laughing.
mind. Never mind.
It looks
You're
nothing
looking
alike.
at the wrong
I
thing.
was thinking of a game called Frogun.
Yeah.
Yes, Frogun.
Okay.
Shut up. All right. Anyway, Min, will you be playing this on Switch when it comes out?
Pass.
God damn.
Next up.
All right.
Next up is...
Okay.
You're funny, Pat.
You-
You're so
you're good.
hilarious. I'm good. I'm just having a good cry over here. Everyone needs
Yeah.
one once a month. Tiny Garden is the next one. This has been on Steam since April of 2025, but it is now coming to Nintendo Switch, and it will be $14.99 on February 26th. If you haven't heard of Tiny Garden, I feel like this one kind of had a big hype moment where it looks a lot like Polly Pocket from back in the day. Me and Peyton probably played with Polly Pockets, and you had these little
You don't
shells
think
that
Pat played with Polly Pockets?
maybe with his sister.
My sister had them.
Yeah, you could like open up this little like clamshell kind of contraption, and your little house was in there, and there were all sorts of different things you could put in there. They were all decorated, and they're really, really cool. And that's basically what Tiny Garden looks like. And it says, Tiny Garden lets you grow a pocket-sized garden inside a magical toy passed down through generations. Try not to laugh when I think about. But yeah, not related to this. Nurture plants, trade them for furniture, and customize your space in this relaxing mix of farming, puzzles, and strategy. And no scores or time limits. Let your creativity bloom. I did play the demo for this. I even had like a key to the full game. But yeah, it's just about like making your little decorative garden within the Polly Pocket kind of little clamshell world, and it has puzzles and all sorts of things going on too, which you like crank the little thing on the side to like grow different plants and stuff. There's like the little handle. So are we smashing or passing Tiny Garden?
You guys had mixed thoughts on this one, right? Like you didn't like it.
I didn't like it at all. Yeah, pass.
I only played the demo, and then I played the demo, and I was too stupid for it. Like I didn't really like it.
I felt
And
dumb
then-
too.
And then I got the full thing, and then they were kind enough to send me like a box. They sent me a box of stuff,
Oh man.
You're a
and
monster.
I never played the full game.
So what didn't you like about it though? The puzzles
I
were
thought
weird, or
I didn't understand. Okay, so I played the demo thinking it was going to be like a decorative game mostly, but it is like you get points for placing things, which I like. Like I like Dorf Romantic, where you like place the tiles, you get the points. I just didn't. I don't know. It just like I wasn't the vibe. It wasn't the vibe. I just was confused, and I wasn't like excited to try to figure it out.
Yeah.
But I own it, so like maybe I'll try it again. Maybe on a day where I'm like paying attention. I'm the problem in most things. Like I just like don't. That's not for you to agree with. I think you saw the nod happen. That
No, I mean
thank
you're
you,
not
Min, for sticking up with
well,
me.
sometimes
you
I
can
see
be the problem
Peyton
if
stream
you
and I'm
want,
like,
but with
focus.
this game,
Sometimes.
she is not the problem.
You have no right to tell me to focus during my stream when I see you pull up Wordle. I see you pull up anything that keeps you away from decorating in Animal Crossing.
This is true.
Yeah, I like to show people my weird little trinkets. Yeah.
Oh, I like the trinket showtime. Trinket show and tell. I like that. Yeah, I like it. I've been wanting to. This one has always interested me because I like the idea of like a puzzle farming game. But hearing you guys makes me not want to try it. But I feel like this would be great for the Switch. Wonder if it has like touchscreen. Do you think it would have touchscreen? I don't know.
I have no clue.
I have no idea.
But I would pass on it. And I don't think Peyton is the problem with this. I think that the game is the problem. Things weren't explained in the tutorial. The puzzles didn't make sense to me. Although I felt like people in like the chat when I had played this were like, oh, like here's how to do it and that. So like I think there is a way to figure it out.
Was it a full release or was it a
more
demo?
For puzzle players? I think
we both played
demo.
the demo. I think it was like a Next Fest demo we played.
Yeah, I feel like a demo should explain things, so that's a little worrying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is our little mini smash or pass. Great. Awesome. We love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to our show today. We had so much to talk about and go into.
Yeah. Let us know if you want more mini smash or pass, because we like make our smash or pass before the month actually comes out, and then there's a lot more announcements and things pop up on the eShop. So I think it'd be a fun little check-in.
We'll probably be doing another one soon because Steam Next Fest is about to happen as well. So
That's true.
The demo version will probably happen soon too, maybe.
Especially since February was pretty light, so it's kind of nice to have these announcements. So
yeah.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much for listening.
Yay.
And we will see you again next week, everyone. Bye.
Bye.